Let's talk about Eric Adams. You seem to like this deal. I think that it's pretty corrupt. And I don't know how, I don't know what law allows the governor of New York to remove the mayor of New York City, but apparently in the state of New York, that's allowed. She's considering it, but this looks like a corrupt bargain. They made a deal that Adams would cooperate with Trump on immigration, and Trump dropped the charges. I think that's as corrupt as it gets. What do you
That's not
say?
that's not the deal. Number one. Number one, the corrupt deal in this is the corrupt deal that Kathy Hochul has with Andrew Cuomo to get him back in, to get rid of Adams, and to give him a gingerly walk into the New York City mayorship. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Emil Bove, the U.S. attorney and a decorated former U.S. attorney that came back to the spot, a scholar, signed the papers and told the court in New York, look, court, you have really no authority here because if it's a political question to prosecute someone, and if the U.S. attorney looks at the prosecution and decides not to prosecute, that's a political decision by the United States government, and it's really not reviewable by the court because who's going to prosecute the case if the U.S. government says they're not going to prosecute it? So if in any other situation, if Cuomo didn't have control and the Democrat Party didn't have control of the courts, even the federal court judges in New York, it's a shame. The whole system is a mess. But if Cuomo didn't have control, we wouldn't be talking about this. This case would have been gone already. It's hanging by this thread that this judge argues that he had some type of oversight. He's got zero oversight. This case is over for all intents and purposes. The real issue now is who the next mayor of the city of New York is going to be. And if Eric Adams gets removed, which I doubt he's going to get removed, the politically and legally, it's going to be a problem. But if they try to remove him, they may very well put in Andrew Cuomo or a Cuomo placeholder because they want Cuomo to be the mayor of the city of New York, and because they think that Cuomo is the only one with the moxie, basically the balls to go against Donald Trump, defend sanctuary city policies, be the anti-Trump person. And frankly, it's true. The Democrats in New York and across the country shot themselves in the foot because Andrew Cuomo, had he not been crippled politically, may have beaten Donald Trump this past election. He would be in the White House right now, and the Democrats would be happy. They're not. They killed and cannibalized one of their own, and now the Democrats are trying to make it right in the city of New York by trying to keep New York a bastion of liberalism. The fact of the matter is most of the people in New York, and Eric Adams is expressing the will, don't like the sanctuary city policies, don't like them spending untold billions on these migrants, don't like the fact you can't walk down the street in Fifth Avenue without being accosted by migrants. They don't like the migrant crime. It's disgusting. And the fact of the matter is, the New York City, this election, it's about electoral politics. Trump wants ICE. Trump cares about ICE. He cares about ICE enforcement. He cares about keeping his promises in New York City. I know a little bit about it. I was the law chair for the Reform Party. I know Curtis Lewa. I know the guy who the Republicans want to put up. He's a clown, all right? He's a joke. He's got no shot at winning. If they would get their asses together, and they still have a little bit of time to do it, to put up a real candidate that could beat Cuomo, then he has a stalking horse in the name of Eric Adams. Eric Adams gets his matching funds if this case is dropped. 8-1 in New York City. That's huge money. Okay, 8-1 matching funds. This campaign finance board, controlled by the Democrats, stripped him of matching funds mainly because he did not. He had the looming indictment. Now that it's gone, he gets his matching funds. Eric Adams runs for mayor on the Democratic label. Cuomo, it's harder for him to go in because Cuomo could lose. Cuomo could lose a primary against a strong Eric Adams because a lot of people in the Democratic Party, I hate to say it, are law and order people, especially people in minority communities that have been ravaged by the immigrant crime. So Eric Adams is a popular person. Don't let this media fool you. He's a powerful politician in New York. I said it before. When you shake his hand, you got to count your fingers. But he's still a popular politician with large segments. He can draw the black vote, and he can draw the brown vote too from lots of places: Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens. He is a big draw, and he's the biggest impediment to Cuomo coming back. Trump realizes this is a real politic. By the end of the year, you'll have ICE in, you'll have cooperation with the New York City government. You'll have Tom Homan doing what he needs to do, Kristi Noem doing what they need to do, get New York City back to a semblance of a livable place, right? And then we'll have the election come November. If the Republicans can put up somebody who's not a filler, then there could be a Republican mayor in the city of New York. Frankly, the politics in New York State hasn't been clean since George Pataki left office. Okay, it's been disgusting. The Democrats have been in control of everything. It's been a real mess. And so that why do you think the law and order has gone to shit in New York? And so that's what you need here. That's what Trump's trying to do. He's trying to deliver his promises
Law
that
and order
everybody.
has gone to crap because the head of the government in New York takes bribes. What you just described as political horse trading of an indictment, it doesn't get worse or more corrupt than that. This is a scandal. What he did. All right.